Coming up, the most expensive Ajmal fragrance in my collection, but also my absolute favorite, Ajmal's Amir One. Let's talk about it. Hello people, I hope you're having a fantastic day. My name is Nixon Dias and you are watching Smelly Cat. Today's video is about Ajmal's newest release and it's called Amir One. Like I mentioned earlier, this one is Ajmal's most premium offering yet. Yes, there are other concentrated perfume oils that go for far more than this, up to like 3,500 dirhams per tola or 12 grams. But as far as sprays go, this one is top of the line. In fact, it is a notch above even the W series from Ajmal. So your Hatkora wood, your Ajmal wood, incense wood, I have almost all of it. The M series, the W series. This one is a little above those in terms of quality. Let's have a quick look at the presentation. It comes in this navy blue or deep blue and gold color scheme, and the box or the cover is actually unlike anything I've ever seen before on a fragrance. It is a magnetic cover, but it completely comes off. So this bit, there's a message inside. This bit is actually magnetic. I hope you can hear it. So it sits in place, but it also not just opens, it comes completely out. Inside you'll find this mesh-like covering that adds to the suspense. So you have to open to reveal the bottle. I'll quickly move aside and let you have a look at the bottle. This one is a heavy bottle and a heavy cap as well. I'm not sure if my if my camera is doing it justice, but this is so elegant, the cap. And the bottle actually has a very heavy glass wall on it, probably the thickest I've seen on any fragrance. And here's a look at how it sprays. Now overall, the presentation is minimal yet majestic, and majestic it should be. After all, it's called Amir One, and Amir means in Arabic a lord or a prince. The other thing that excites me is that it's called Amir One, which opens it to the possibility of having an Amir 2, an Amir 3. So this looks like the start to a collection. Let's start by looking at the notes. The top notes are lemon, bergamot and lavender. The heart notes are jasmine, patchouli and sandalwood. And this is built on a base of musk, amber and oud. Now these notes have apparently been picked by Amiruddin Ajmal himself to create this fragrance, and probably that's why the name of the fragrance is also Amir One. I may be wrong, it's just a guess, but for those who don't know, Amiruddin Ajmal is the CEO of Ajmal Fragrances. He's a perfumer who has decades of experiences creating fragrances for Ajmal. He had sort of taken a back seat and let his son run the show and steer the ship, but looks like he's back with this fragrance to come in, and you could call him the nose of the fragrance, to come in and create this fragrance the way he wanted. Now coming straight back to this scent, like I mentioned, this does have a hefty price tag, but is it worth it? Absolutely. This one is a quality scent through and through. One of the best, probably the best blended Ajmal scent I have in my collection. The best blended Ajmal scent that I've ever had the opportunity to sniff. Now you know the notes, but I'll tell you how they smell when they come together. It has a citrus aromatic top, if you remember, lemon, bergamot and lavender, which is not overly fresh because there's this dense dark woodiness to it that sort of holds that freshness back a little, which is actually quite well done. Now the bergamot and lemon combination in this forms a bitter concoction that is slightly lifted by the lavender in this. The lavender is very well balanced and natural. The lavender is rich and gives this cool herby feeling to start off with, that slowly turns into a warm herby feeling, almost spice like, peppery like lavender, that goes very well with the floral woody heart of this fragrance. Yes, I do say woody floral, although I hesitate to define it as a floral scent in any way, because the floral aspects of this are very subtle, whereas the woody aspects are a lot more prominent. It does say jasmine, but I I really don't get too much jasmine in the scent. I do feel that there is lily of the valley, which I'm not sure is mentioned in the notes. There is also something medicinal. It's probably the patchouli playing with some other notes, probably the oud, and there's also sandalwood in this, which is a very hearty sandalwood. It's smooth, it's creamy, and it's silky. The base is just beautiful. It's got that very recognizable Ajmal Oud, the real oud, nothing fake about it. It is used as, you could say, a scaffolding to let the other notes come in and climb and build this scent. So it's there for a purpose. The entire scent is constructed around that recognizable Ajmal Oud, rather than just have it for the sake of it. But the masterclass, I would say, is not the use of that oud, even though it's so beautifully balanced, but it's actually the use of Real Ajmal Oud. Now, for those who don't know what Real Ajmal Oud is, it is rose essence or rose oil that is usually made from Taif rose that you get from Saudi Arabia. Taif rose is a lot deeper, it's a lot richer, a lot powderier than your usual damask rose or the other roses. Most Middle Eastern brands actually have their own Real Ajmal Oud. Small houses, big houses. Amwaj has an oil called Real Ajmal Oud. Arabian Oud has Real Ajmal Oud. Abdul Samad Al Qureshi has, I think it's called Real Ajmal Oud Al Taifi, which is again, very powdery Taif rose oil. In fact, I myself have used Real Ajmal Oud in my own creation, which is smooth oud. Not promoting it, but yeah, just telling you that the Taif rose mentioned here is a very powdery Taif rose, and I myself have used a very high quality Real Ajmal Oud to create my fragrance. It does add a nice balanced powdery rose note to any fragrance. Other than this, I also feel that there are other notes that haven't been mentioned that have very specific roles. For example, I feel that there is ambergris in it that gives it a touch of saltiness that works beautifully with it. I also feel that there's a leather-like note or accord that, rather than smelling like something or giving it a specific smell, gives it more of a texture or a heaviness, or like the weight of the fragrance comes from it rather than a specific smell. And that's the role of that leather like accord in this one. To sum it up, this one is a thick, rich, masterfully blended scent that the more you wear, you start thinking that you can read the perfumer's mind. You know exactly why he has chosen to use specific ingredients the way he has. Who, when, where. Coming to who should wear it, when they should wear it, and where they should wear it. This is a unisex scent. However, I think it leans slightly towards the masculine side. Definitely I can see my wife wearing this if she dresses up right. This is for someone who holds power or is looking to impress, not looking to be a crowd pleaser, but looking to impress, looking to make an impression, someone who already is in a position of power. Coming to when and where, this is an all year round sort of scent, although it's not your run-of-the-mill wear it anyway kind of scent. Reserve this for special occasion. Think of wedding. I think wedding would be a perfect place for this scent. You're gonna smell like royalty. You're gonna smell different from everyone else, and you're gonna definitely be noticed. This would be great for a scent that could be worn at a very important meeting, and then equally good for the after meeting party when you've cracked the deal and you're at the dimly lit say hotel lobby bar. Coming to the performance of this scent, you can guess this one is a heavy hitter. Lasts 12 to 14 hours on my skin without any problem, and it lasts for days on your clothes. Now the sillage is actually in the style of fragrances like you'd find from the house of say Hindal Oud, for example. So they're not loud scents that will scream off your skin. Instead, they're scents that will leave this gentle scent trail behind you wherever you go. You enter a room, come out, and then say 30 minutes or 1 hour later, someone else enters that room, they will smell it too. What I'm trying to say is that it creates this soft, woody, thick cloud around you that follows you wherever you go. Finally, coming to the price of this fragrance, at the moment it's available only in the Middle East and most GCC countries, but definitely it's going to be available across the world, India and the other regions too. I'll quickly read out the price. This is a 50 ml EDP that is available in the UAE, here in Dubai for 630 dirhams. It's available in Saudi for 690 Saudi riyals. In Kuwait, it's available for 53 Kuwaiti dinars. In Bahrain, it's available for 65 Bahraini dinars. And in Oman, it's available for 66.3 Omani riyals. So at the moment, out of my 20, 25, probably 30 Ajmals that I already own, this one is my favorite, hands down. This one is the best blended. This one is, I won't say the most crowd pleasing one, but definitely if you understand scents, you'll know in terms of quality, this one is top notch, the best among every Ajmal that I've ever owned. I want to add this, that you will not regret purchasing this. If you get a chance to test it and you pick it up and then you see it go for cheaper later, you will not, you won't feel that you've been cheated with that price change. You will really appreciate it even though you've paid full price for it. That brings us to the end of the video, guys. Let me know in the comments which your favorite Ajmal fragrances. Let me know if you've tried this one or if you're curious and you want to try it. You know what to do. Hit like, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon, and until next time, keep smelling amazing.